So what, we smoke weed, we're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out, that's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free. Yeah, roll one, smoke one. When you live like this, you're supposed to party. Roll one, smoke one, and we all just having fun.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Welcome.
The DM Pod,
Right.
baby.
Another day, another episode coming at y'all live. What's up?
Everyone doing all right?
I'm doing alright. I don't know about you, but it's been an alright day. Has it not?
It's been all right.
Right.
Got to eat some food and,
Yeah.
spend
Had a
some
good
time
time.
with Pops.
Yeah.
So,
And, he had a great time whether he wants to admit it or not.
oh yeah. He loves giving us shit. I don't care.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the first things he said to me. He said, I'm just a sweetheart when I wake up. Nah. It was good though, surprisingly, Waffle House is always good. But what we're gonna say is high school thoughts today.
I did a lot of things in high school.
Well, thoughts, more stories. So, high school stories of,
Get your fucking shit together.
hey man, it ain't none of your business. No. It is coming to us that high school stories is something that we need to discuss. Because, what'd you take from high school?
An education.
Pretty much all you gotta do where I went to school is go in there, show up, and you got a participation trophy. That's pretty much like how it was growing up in my school district, Or for me, I never did homework. I never took tests. I just didn't do it. And I got a call. I got that Glen Rose education, you know what I'm talking about?
Some people call it different stuff, but
Oh yeah, what is it? Glen Rose fucktards? Yeah.
there's people that talk about stuff like that, and I don't know who they are, but
Man, I've heard it. I know I've heard it.
I might have heard it before.
I know somebody that admitted it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So,
But with
what-
me, my high school days were probably some of my worst days that I did as far as a student. And so, before high school, I worked really hard, made good grades, was actually working at education. But that shit changed quite a bit. And I look back on it and tell myself I was a dumbass because school, and I've been teaching my kids this, now I'm teaching them. Yeah, whatever they do when they get older,
Right.
that's going to be a challenge still to come.
you gotta give them the tools.
Right. You give them the tools, send them to school. You got to make them read it.
Right.
But you can't make them drink that water.
Don't. I've drank some party punch every now and then. Dude, we got so turned up on this fake, grapefruit juice one night. Me and that, you remember the Elmer Fudd dude that I was talking about?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, we all got drunk on this fucking wine, bro. And we're up here at my buddy's house. We're chilling and shit. I'm still in high school, mind you. 16 years old. at my buddy's house. We're tearing up this homemade fucking wine. And I'm telling you, dude, I drank so much and was so fucked up off this wine. I was throwing up on the side of the porch, you know what I mean? Hung over there, 16 years old. I'm hung over the porch, bro, throwing up. And the whole party's like going on behind me. They're all piled up on the porch, you know what I mean? I'm just over there throwing up. Then I lean up and I'm like, I'm good, you know? Went in the car, smoked a joint, came back, took one sip of it, right back to the side of the porch, bro. Like, that was a bad idea. It was a bad mixture. But I was young. I didn't know, you know?
Yeah. Nothing like being young. I mean, I wish I could go back to it.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying, like, dude, that's something that I experienced in high school that was like, so where are you going to take it? Like, which level? And I should have been more concentrated on other things, but, you know, it happened. Life happened.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many different times where I felt like we were playing the prison game, last man standing.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we were talking about, what was it, GoldenEye. GoldenEye was the shit, bro.
Yeah.
On the Nintendo 64, bro.
That old golden gun that bounce
Dude.
off the wall and still kill you.
One bullet. That's all I had, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all it took, baby.
I know, that gold gun was badass. Y'all whooped my ass all the time on that game, bro.
Well, to be fair, you was a
I mean, I was younger. Yeah, I was like 6,
kid,
7.
yeah.
So.
Although I'm pretty sure my 7-year-old can probably kick your ass and
Dude, I got beaten Connect 4, bro. What are you talking about? I got beaten Connect 4 to your daughter. Like, come on, bro. I will never pick that game ever. I won't even touch that game, bro. Like, you can't give that game to me and be like, here, play against your daughter. No,
Emotional damage.
for sure, bro. It was rough. I'm not somebody that usually likes to lose at things, so it was like, I'm done. You won. You're the best. You know, that builds their confidence sky high, and that leaves me over here like, shit, I should have won that game. Because I got so excited, bro. I was gonna put it in there, and you were watching, and you're like, she won. And I'm like, oh,
I'm finna win.
right here. She already won. That was hilarious, bro. That was a good day.
Yeah, but back on high school,
Yeah.
it was probably around 8th, 9th grade. Things started to get a little crazy, a little fishy here and there, and then, you know, things started to get wild towards the end.
Right.
You know, my brother played football, but then we had this party, and a lot of people got drunk and went to a school dance.
Right.
Well, he got suspended. Well, then he went from being the captain of the football team, or one of them, to, hey, you're not allowed to play football.
Right.
Although some of the people at the party still got to play on the team that got caught and got in trouble. But, you know, that's fucking statistics, or not statistics, but...
I mean, I'm sure there's a statistic out there somewhere.
Yeah, but it's more of the, you're either in the in crowd and your parents are important enough to keep you around, or you're not. But that's besides the point.
I mean, be straight about it. You know, we were kids. We didn't care. We were going to do what we were going to do.
Well, the problem is, when he
shouldn't.
quit football or got kicked out of it, I quit playing football
Right.
and took up selling drugs.
Right. That's where the Glen Rose fucktard comes in, right?
Right. Yeah, y'all know how to do them, and we know how to sell them here at Miles.
Yes.
Which the whole situation of all that was really, I got tired of having to fight and look for it, so then I was like, I'll get more of it. And then a neighbor of mine got cancer, and then I got this bright idea, ooh, I'll grow some to help him so he don't have to pay for it, because he's an old farmer dude dying of cancer.
Right.
So it was a open heart,
Young dumb moment.
young dumb fucking, I'm gonna do this right thing to
Right.
help this man. Fucking stupid. Fucking almost ended up working at the prison.
Right. Dude, there was this time in high school where we would all meet up in the summer and we would go down to Lignite Mines.
Ooh, good times right there.
And dude, I'm talking about we would go swimming down there, you know?
This is a place that you have to break into
Right.
to go to it, and you're not
Right, we
allowed
were
to.
young. Just saying. I mean, I was a lot younger. And we would go to Lignite Mines. And it's a big, deep hole is pretty much all it is. And like, there's a huge cliff. And bro, you jump off the cliff and go in there and it never hits the bottom. Like, it's badass. So, we're down there and we're chilling and we're having a party. You know, there's girls everywhere. You know, my homies are down there. Like, we're chilling, getting drunk, having a good time. Ended up riding the four-wheeler back with one of my other friends, you know. Me and her go up to the top of the hill and meet her other friends that is like 4 or 5. Well, I was the one with the pot. Alright, you know, just turned fresh 16, you know, still playing football, all that. Fucking, dude, I'm telling you, I was fucked up that day. I was drunk, and I went up there and smoked with all these friends. But here's the wild part of the story. That this girl ended up being my best friend all throughout high school. And she took one hit off my blunt and like collapsed to her knees and then laid all the way back down off smoking some weed. And I swear, dude, scared the shit out of me. I told her friends, I was like, you need to get her up. You need to put her in the car. You need to take her home. Dude, me and this chick hop back on the floor and drive all the way back down to Lignite Mines. And I'm sitting around there drinking another beer, And I'm like, dude, you're not going to believe what just happened. And like, so this chick starts going and telling everybody, you know, and I'm walking behind her, I'm listening. And I was like, yeah, that's some real shit. It really happened. You know, I was over there smoking, drinking, trying to get my mind right, you know, because I was like, man, I hope she's all right.
Like, yeah.
But, I mean,
I spiritually tried to save her life.
But Lignite Mods is fun. If you ever get a chance to break in, I don't suggest you do it. Just saying.
It's a top trespassing site of Hot Springs County.
No, I mean, I don't suggest you do it at all. We had a buddy
Don't do it.
that lived up on top of the hill. Okay? So that's how we did it. He lived exactly up on top of the hill, straight away from it. So, what would you say one of your wildest stories was in high school?
Ooh, wildest story that I'm allowed to tell.
Right.
I remember this cake party that we was gonna have, and so I got this keg and this 55-gallon drum with ice and water in it to keep the keg cold.
Right.
And I'm not even old enough to drink. And I'm driving to this place that we're going to have this party at.
Right.
And we got all kinds of weed and other liquor, but we got this keg, and then we're going to have a bash, you know.
Right.
It's just,
Right.
well, one of the friends that was at the party, Dad found out where he was at.
Yeah.
So he comes knocking at the door, and they basically tell him, yeah, he's here, but you're not allowed in. Get the fuck out.
That's awesome.
And so he didn't like that.
No, of course not.
So he calls the cops. So a lot of things are happening. So while I'm driving to the party,
Right.
there's some people I know, not to incriminate anyone, some people I know that are at this place that we're going to, and across the street is a church, and this cop is talking to this dad,
Right.
and they're going to go to that house with the cop because his underage 17-year-old son's in there and got told, if you take him out of there, we'll beat your ass.
Oh, what'd they say?
So as this cop is about to walk across the street,
Right.
I come up to the stop sign with the keg in the back of my truck, and when I stop at the stop sign, the ice and the water come up over my truck and runs down over the front window. I had to use my windshield wipers to get ice off the windshield so I could
Yeah.
see what the fuck this cop's doing at the house.
Right.
So little did I know, they see me pull up over there. So I just pull up at the church and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, well, so-and-so supposed to live here, and, you know, he's saying that we're supposed to come in and check, and there's an odor at the door. It seems like there's stuff going on here that shouldn't be. And,
What kind of odor?
well, they actually said they thought it was a meth lab.
Oh, man. They
But-
were wrong.
But it was actually a gas leak.
Yeah.
Well, that just goes to show you,
How smart.
Let's take a lighter and go in here and see if we can find
Right.
out what's going on.
Let's break the law.
But
To abide
so
the
while
law.
I'm talking to them, I'm distracting the cops, and they load up everything that was in the house, and they sneak out and go around the backside of the house and take everything out of the house and everybody and load up and pull off. And my innocent girlfriend at the time was the getaway driver with everything in the house. And, you know, I'm 17. She was 16 at that time.
Right.
Never done anything wrong. And she's driving around with like 25 felonies in her vehicle.
Man. And this is
So-
all in high school.
And yeah, this is high school. So while the cop is knocking at the door and talking to us, they come around, grab the keg out of the back of my truck, throw it in the trunk of their vehicle, and drive off.
Oh, man.
So there was no evidence nowhere. And then I get a text, and they're like, hey, it's clear. The key's right here. Tell them that they can come in and look for him.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I just got permission that we can go in. So I go, get this key, and open the door. tell him, check, there ain't no one in here. So, we got away with it. Cop leaves, the dad's pissed off, he leaves, everyone comes back,
Right.
and we have this massive ass fucking party. I mean, this fucking...
Is it a rager, bro?
And, no, I mean, we're just all fucked up, having a good time. With a neighbor, he was a profound known drug dealer at the time.
Right.
Like, there's stories about him on America's Most Wanted. For real. Like, legitimately.
They just came out with the new season.
But we was really cool with the neighbor. And,
Are you talking about the one with the catfish fields, right?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, this
So
is a
the other
whole...
one across the road.
No, this is not on the Ford area.
Oh.
This is in a different spot. And so he has a embalming fluid.
Yeah.
So then we dipped our weed
Oh man.
in that.
Some of that sherm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I ain't never done that. Actually, I did one time, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. I was a pothead for years.
So we had this big party, and then we ended up with like 5 joints of sherm, and shit got crazy.
Dude, so how'd that go? What was that experience like? And you're in high school, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
high school. I mean, it was like days later that we were like, all right, come on, you got to get up and go.
Right. Dude, that kind of sounds like salvia to me. I tried that when I was in high school. It was like, you ever seen Transformers?
Mhm.
You know how they got a red and a blue guy? I was up in this like balcony on this hotel. Dude, I smoked that salvia. I'm talking about the red and the blue Power Ranger, and it felt like it was just pulling me apart. Dude, I was tripping, you know, because that's what it did. It made you trip for about, you know, it was short term, but
Does
you
it
know,
give you the wah-wah?
it's like 15 minutes. But no, it's not the Wawas. It is a whole, I'm telling you, the red and the blue Transformer, I could see them. One was fire, one was like, you know, ice. And dude, it just felt like cold and hot going like this across my body, dude. It was wild. And I'm young. That's the first time I'd experienced any psychedelics of any kind. And salvia is illegal. You know, it wasn't when we were growing up. Just so y'all know that. That's how weak the world's gotten. So that was a good trip from high school.
Yeah, I mean, high school started out on the school bus riding there, and it would get crazy and wild sometimes.
Oh, dude, I remember. Got in a fight on the school bus and shit.
Well, let's see, what was it? Kindergarten, you got caught naked with 2 other girls naked
Yeah.
at recess.
Balla. hey, that's how big of a pimp I am.
Yeah,
What's
you were
up?
like, you want to show me yours?
I think it was the other way around. From what I remember, it wasn't nothing like that. What I remember is we were on the gym playing basketball. She grabbed my, and then her friend grabbed my.
At that point, it was what, a tallywhacker?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that happened. I got in trouble for that. That explains a lot, doesn't it?
Uh,
The
You-
good times.
you would still be in court if that happened nowadays.
Right, but I didn't. I mean, I just went along with it. I didn't encourage it.
Right.
Like,
She was like, I want to see your pants.
yeah.
And you were like, here.
It's just like a big, bro. It's the most commonly stolen item on the planet.
Like, I'll give you my pants if you'll give me your pants.
No. I don't remember how it went. But that's pretty badass, though, isn't it?
I mean, for a kindergartner, I mean, I was putting in some work there, bro.
I thought that was pretty lit myself. And I can still remember that. That's something I didn't remember for a long time. Sometimes I thought that I dreamed that happened. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, some people still dream about that happening, just not, with kids. Some people just dream.
They were the same age as me.
I know. I'm just saying, some people dream that they could have two girls take
Right.
their clothes off with them.
I mean, I've had it. It's a lot of work.
We're trying this new table thing.
It's
And-
called Table Talk, Ted. What's up?
But it threw us off our game.
Yeah,
There we go.
we got it down. Another high school story's coming at you. You know,
From the DM Pod, baby.
right? I'm glad we talked about high school because some of the things. It's like, dude, I had so many good times in high school, but the thing that I took away is to be nice and be friends with everybody because even some of the people that you probably didn't think was cool or whatever, dude, they're all cool in their own way, bro. I mean, there is some weirdos out there, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying for the most part,
Dude, I was a fucking hustler. I was probably one of those weirdo fucking people that you talk about. Like, I remember doing stupid shit like, I'm a fucking...
Oh, dude, no, I totally act like that too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, in general.
Like, I'm gonna drink this bottle of Brute cologne for $1.
Dude,
Like
I used to go around, and you talked about this before, where you go around and be like, "Hey, can I borrow $1?
Can I get
Hey,
$1?
Can I
Can I
borrow
get
$1?" And
I
then you
need to
get
eat.
so
I'm
many
so
dollars.
hungry.
You get so many dollars. You get
Go
to go
buy a
buy
sack.
blood. Yeah, you get to go buy
Have
blood
on
or
a sack,
something.
on
You know,
some
like,
drill.
that's how it was. That was a high school rolling day.
The old song. Back when 5 was actually throwing in on something. Like, I got 5 on it.
That's real talk. That was funny.
Now $5, they'll look at you like,
That's not even a .5.
so that's a down payment?
That's not even a .5. What?
No, that's not even the papers to roll it with.
Yeah, no. It's like at least $2 for some hempires. Shout out to y'all if y'all want to be sponsored. Great ad, right? We got sponsor content now.
Yeah. Sponsored by Red Bull and Rolling Papers.
Red Bull and rolling papers.
We're just kidding. We're just kidding.
No, I'm not.
We're not sponsored by nobody, but we would.
I would love some Red Bull and hempire.
Yeah. If only we could get Jaeger to join in,
Yeah, no, I can't do Jaeger, man.
Could you imagine Rolling Papers and Red Bull and Jaeger, and that's what we have for our.
We used to use Monster, the green can.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, The BFC big fucking can.
I always like either a Jaeger bomb or a Vegas bomb.
Right. I was always a screwdriver fan myself. Or some gin and Sunny D. I ain't even lying. That's
Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on mine.
already.
Sipping on gin and juice, baby.
Sipping on gin and juice. Laid back. Yeah. So that's what we were doing this Thursday. We figured we'd give you all a little hearing on some of our life. As you know, the Glen Rose fucktards say it. Join us. I can't put you in that boat. Sorry. Yeah, we want to thank everybody for coming out and listening.
Why you came out?
Yeah. I came out, rocked it out. You know, it's not much more you can do.
So, what is your take? What did you learn from
What did
high
I learn?
school?
I mean, what do you think I learned? I came from Glen Rose. Give me the definition.
Like, if you used to take,
No, I know what you mean.
Hey.
I'm just fucking with you. It's what I take from it was a great life lesson on teaching you how to be dedicated to something
that you don't like.
that
That's a
nobody likes. So it teaches you discipline and all that. High school was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
If,
it really
if you
was.
think high school sucks, wait till you
Wait
move
till
into
you
the next
graduate.
step.
Wait
of
till you
life.
graduate. You know, and I used to hear old people tell me that all the time. Like, you better enjoy it now. Like, if I would have thought back then to take that to heart, it would have been way, way better. I mean,
Dude, like, them old heads that be telling you shit and
Like-
you don't want to listen, you're like, oh, this old man's just nagging or talking about crazy stuff. But them motherfuckers know their shit, and if you pay attention to it and listen to it, later on, you're going to be like, fuck, I should have listened to that. Even then when you don't want to.
right. And I didn't hear none of that when I was young. I can recall it, bro. I didn't think about none of that. But dude, it comes a point where you got to look at it like that was the chapter of your life. Now the next chapter starts, and you just got to keep on the, you know, as Joe Dirt says it, life's a garden, dig it. So
He also says, I got poo on my head.
I got the poo on me. I had y'all over for dinner, fish tacos. So, all right, bro.
You need a wham burger.
You got any other outtakes on some high school stories, or you got a daily invitational? Like, do you want to give a concern of yours, like, for the world? Do you want to convey something good?
No, fuck everybody.
Yeah. You heard
Life
it.
sucks.
You heard it first from the DM pod.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Life's not always about the sport you play in high school.
No.
Remember that education will be what moves you on to bigger and better things, even bigger and better sports. You got to go to college. You can't be a stupid motherfucker and go to college. So you better pay attention to school, and you better pay attention to the people around you. And
Learn life.
learn from the people around you. You see someone doing something good, or that motherfucker looks smart, fucking hang out with it out, learn some shit.
Yeah, because
You don't have to be with cool motherfuckers all the time making jokes.
here, a cool motherfucker. I mean, if you see him now, you'd be like,
Right. Well, most of the super cool people that were just funny as fuck all the time are in prison, addicted to drugs, or wish they was dead. But some of the people are striving and working and moving on. So, I mean, it's a fucking zoo out there.
it is
Bunch of animals.
you dirty, filthy animals. Well, alright. That's gonna wrap it up from us. Where can they go, Michael?
Well, the DM pod, as in the space DM space pod, POD,
And
On
the
YouTube.
DM is capitalized.
on YouTube. Check us out. Put a like, leave a comment, tell us, is there anything you want to talk about? Is there anything you want me to stop talking about? Is there anything you want Dalton to talk about?
Yeah. Just give us a shout if you want to know more
Do you-
or whatever.
Do you want to come on?
Hopefully, we'll get a guest next week for sure.
Yeah.
So, you can comment on there if you want to be a guest as well. You can find us on Podbean, the DM Pod on Podbean. Also, you can go the fuck away. We don't care. Have a great day.
Eat a dick.